Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to AZ Tag. Today we got a brand new light. This one's going to be from ThruNite. This is going to be this one right here. That's going to be the T1S. As you can see, I have a couple lights just because I wanted to compare this brand new light to the rest of these that I have. Here I have the Olight Baton. This is one of their old ones, the S10R3. This is going to be the ThruNite BSS H01. This one is going to be the Warrior Mini, and this is going to be their brand new T1S. Now, as far as the sizing on these lights, I absolutely love these little lights. I really use them absolutely everywhere. I have them all over the place. I have one on my workbench, on my tool chest, in my truck. I everyday carry these little flashlights all the time, so these are my absolute favorite. So as far as the ThruNite T1S here, I love the size on it. I actually like these lights. You know, they're nice, they're thin, they're compact, but to have these little lights even smaller, even more compact and super bright, definitely like those a lot. Now this ThruNite T1S, this is going to be very powerful. We got 1212 lumens on this one, which is pretty damn bright for a small flashlight. Not only is it super bright, but this one is going to have a 1100 milliamp battery, which is pretty damn good for a light this small. I believe like this one has a 650 milliamp battery. This one has a 550 milliamp battery. The new batons, I believe they're also 550 milliamps. So for this one, I have a 1100 milliamp battery. That's pretty damn good. So the benefit of it having such a powerful battery like this is that it's going to have longer run times. Now the runtime on this, on the turbo, which is 1212 lumens, it's going to be a 5 whole minutes. I mean, that is pretty damn good as far as runtimes goes on the turbo. Usually, it's about 2 minutes maybe, and then it goes down to the step down mode. While this one is going to run you a whole 5 minutes over 1200 lumens, you know, before it goes to that step down mode. So that's pretty damn good. Now, as far as the structure on this T1S, basically the same. They all have aluminum housing. You know, they're all pretty damn good quality. Whether you pick Olight, ThruNite, usually you don't have to worry about dropping them, anything like that. These are also waterproof. You can dunk it in a river, in a lake, whatever. It's going to work just fine, no problem. You know, the biggest thing with, dunking it in water is just make sure the port is closed. Make sure the battery compartment is closed and you're good to go. Now on this light, as far as charging, you're going to have your little port here, and that little port is going to give you a USB-C, which is great. You know, now I can plug it into my phone charger and not have to look for a micro USB. So that's awesome. And the best thing that I really like about this is that it has a magnetic base. You can pretty much attach them to anything. They work really, really good. As far as the magnetic base, I mean, look at that. For me to be shaking it this much and not fall off, that's pretty damn good, I would say. Usually these are all pretty good when it comes to that. And that's one of the reasons why I love these lights. Look at this one's a little bit heavier, so it tends to fall off a little bit, but not really. As long as it's stable, sitting somewhere, then it's fine. But these lights, look how strong they are as far as maintaining in the spot where you put them. Like, I love that. Now, as far as the accessories that come with this light, it's going to have your little pocket clip. It's also going to have your charging cable for the USB-C. It's going to have your lanyard. It's going to have a couple little O-rings and then another one of these little backdoor rubber pieces. Again, the battery is included with the light. It's 1100 milliamp battery, 3.7 volts. It's a really powerful little battery, very compact. You can definitely fit this, right in your pocket. Fits easily in the palm of my hand. Now, the functions on this light is going to be very similar to many of the other flashlights. Basically, if you hold it down for 2 seconds, that'll get you into your firefly mode. That's going to be half a lumen. That'll run for 27 days. You hit it once, it does have a memory, so it'll get back to whatever you had it on. But when you get it to low, you are going to run 7 lumens at 44 hours. Hit it again. Medium, we got 94 lumens at 5.5 hours. Hold it again. We got the high at 407 lumens for 80 minutes. And then when you double click, you have your turbo, and that's going to be 1212 lumens for 5 whole minutes. I mean, that's pretty damn great. 5 minutes at turbo. And then once the turbo drops down to the step down mode, that's going to be 317 lumens. And that'll run for an additional 70 minutes. So this light is pretty damn powerful. It's basically, it reminds me like another little Olight Baton. I know this is one of the old ones, but I know their new ones, you know, they look very similar. And this is basically, it's going to be the same size. It's going to feel the same as far as like in your pocket, everyday carry, but this is going to have 1200 lumens of power for 5 whole minutes, which you know, that part I'm really digging on that. Now, as far as the distance goes, this is going to project out 184 meters. It is waterproof. It does also have your strobe mode. When the light's on, you hit it 4 times, 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. It goes into your strobe mode. It has your lockout mode. The way to get to your lockout mode is first you get to your firefly mode by holding down the button for 2 seconds, and then you hold it down for 2 more seconds, and then it gets to your lockout mode, and then you cannot turn it on after that. So if you have it in your pocket, you don't have to worry about it turning just on automatically, wasting your battery, anything like that. You can always put it in your lockout mode. To get it off of the lockout mode, you hold it down 2 more seconds, and then it goes back to your firefly, and then from there you're free to click it back on, and it has your memory after that. Overall, this is a really good light from ThruNite. I definitely like the design. As far as the clip goes, it is a double-sided clip, so you can actually clip this that way, and then it has the clip on this part, so you can attach it that way. You know, one of the reasons why I like these lights so much is because I actually use them a lot as far as everyday carry. I'll also sometimes attach it to my hat, kind of use it like that with the light on, hands-free. You know, you can pretty much do whatever you need to do, and the light is lightweight. It can be on your hat, you don't really notice it, but you'll have it shining and lighting up everything you need to do without having to carry it, which I love. Now, as far as the light, it's not going to have like a super directed spotlight. There is some spill around it, so it is going to light up like a little bit wider area than just like completely directed at one spot. And of course, you know, the further I move this out, the more spill, the wider area that it'll cover. And when you have 1200 lumens lighting up a whole area, it should be pretty bright. Well, that was pretty much it. I gotta say, this is probably gonna be one of my favorite lights as far as pocket everyday carry. I love these little lights. I use these all the time. They're small, they're compact, they're very easy to carry. They're super bright, especially this one. I mean, 1200 lumens for a whole 5 minutes before it steps down. That's awesome. If you're interested in this light, go check out the link in the description. A little bit more information about this light will be on the link. And of course, if you purchase anything through the link, it helps the channel out a little bit, so we really appreciate it. But I hope this helped you out if you're kind of looking into this light. I appreciate you watching, and we will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.